All right, this is our last drill and blast cycle of the year. How you feeling about it, Harry?
I'm tired.
Ready?
Yep. Dude!
Well, our Martin drift shot number 4 looks like it worked out pretty darn good. Clean that wall off. Here, this nice little slick, really nice. We got a whole mountain of muck. See what the vein's doing. The vein kind of went away here, and then when I was drilling yesterday, I got back into it. So we're back into some nice vein. A lot of muck to deal with though. Cleaned it right back to the bottom of those 3 holes though. That worked really well. We had to stem the back of the holes. So I broke through over here on the left. I don't know if I said that yesterday on camera, but they haven't scaled back in there, so I'm not going back any farther. But we're over to where we kind of want to be. Want to go up on that thing. So we'll get her mucked out and wash down, see what the vein looks like, and make a plan. All right, well, big news. We got Pete out there in the drift. We mucked our almost entire drift, extended the track. We got back here to their little stope shot they took. It's about 130, 145. I'm going to muck a little bit more here, but I think we're going to try and take a little stope round up here. We're going to take maybe a 2-foot round just to see what we got. Drill our burn right in here, open this area up, and then take a couple of rows along that face. I think I can do that all from here. It's going to be a little bit awkward, but I really want to see what that vein does before the end of the season. We're rock stars today, Pete. We got it all cleaned up. We've been mucking most of the day, and we're back into the old timers muck pile, and this is what we're pulling out. Definitely Mount Baker lightning quartz in there. Lots of sulfides. There's some more over there. Where'd the other half of that go? Oh, it's all in there. Yeah, man, look at that. Eyeballs. That one is definitely weak. That's fantastic looking stuff, though. In the bag. Yeah, look at that one. That one's.
That's the one I just gave you.
Break that one. Is there any quartz or is it all sulfides?
All sulfide.
It's almost all sulfide. So we're picking this stuff out. I'm going to run this. Look at that. That is fantastic looking. Let me get it in focus so you actually see. Wow. All right, find more of that. Bag it. Bag it and tag it. We're mucking right through here. Trying to figure out if this is rotten vein that's falling apart or something they shot. There's so much ore there. Like,
I think this is from their shot, man. They must have done an ore shot and then a waste shot.
That could have been. Yeah, look at that piece. Here, hit that one with the hammer.
That's why I was asking about hand sorting.
Hello.
Yeah, man.
I smell that too.
Yeah, sulfides.
Yeah.
This is all ore.
Yeah, it does look like they shot it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's not. Is all that ore? Break all that. Is all that ore?
That is.
That looks like it. Ore. Alright, let's get a couple bags going. Yep. want more. All lightning quartz. Keep finding more and more, and it's heavy, heavy. Boy, it's beautiful stuff. Go Martin drift. Some of it might be slabbers. Bag it. Well, gold rides an iron horse. And iron's red. And that's about the rustiest, reddest stuff you can find. There's some good stuff in here. And Austin's pick super mucker is digging right through it. That stuff's hard, man. I mean, the quartz is breaking. So we're bagging this up. This is going to go through the mill. There might be some slabbers in here too.
We definitely have some in some of the other bags.
It's been sitting here 100 years, 115 probably. All right, looking down the Martin drift here, we mucked about 10 cubic yards of material out of here, so we can get back to this space and take another round. We're going to come back tomorrow. We've got enough room here. We're back past this shoulder, so we can't drill any farther right than this, but we can put our burn in right up here. We can wing out our holes over to about here. And I think we can even come back and take some of this shoulder off as well, and just get up there about 2 feet in the burn, 3 feet over there, and 4 feet over here, and get this thing squared up and see what it looks like up there. All right, this is our last drill and blast cycle of the year. How you feeling about it, Harry?
I'm tired.
I'm tired too.
I'm excited to see what's up there.
Yeah, I want to see what's up there, but I'm ready to get all this stuff off the mountain and process some gold ore.
Yeah.
But I think there's potential here to have some nice gold. We just cut a rock yesterday from this area and it had gold in it.
Yeah.
So that's coming up later. But there's gold here.
Yeah.
We just got to find it. All right, let's drill it.
Well, that was the last hole of the season. Is that the last one? Or,
Last hole.
okay,
That's it.
we're done.
Whoa.
Now we gotta load it.
Whoa.
Yeah. How you feeling?
That was a lot of holes.
Yeah.
They're not very deep. I'm glad it's not the first day of the season.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cap expensive.
Yeah, it will be.
Caps are about $12, $15 a piece, and AMFO is about 68 cents a pound. We've got probably half a bag of AMFO and 30 caps or something, so it'll be an expensive shot, but I really want to see what's up there.
It is exploration.
Exploration. Gotta do it. We're getting set up to load and shoot our very last blast of the season. And this one's a little bit different because we're going around this corner. This is a big curved stope from the old timers, a little upshot they did. And so my holes slowly start to go around the corner. So even though they're close here on the face, one's going that way and one's going out that way. So the bottom of the holes are about a foot and a half apart. So I just come around the corner like that and I just winged them out all the way around to here. And that way we can shoot this kind of curved sweeping section all at once. Harry, I forgot this hole at the bottom. I think we do have 30. Yeah, that's fine. When the conditions are just right, you come out the portal. It looks like the mountains are floating on the clouds. What a beautiful day for mining. Everything's loaded. Everything's loaded and stemmed. We've got 30 caps, 30 holes in here. So it's going to make a big boom at the blacksmith shop. And now I just got to hook them up in order. I think I got 27 of these white caps will go before the first bottom cap in the hole. And so I got to find 3 or 4 places at least that will go together, 2 holes together. So by the time that first hole over here goes, it's not shooting stuff over here and cutting off these cap tubes because they're all really, really close right in here. All right, we're all hooked up. We've got 27 sequences here. So we will hear 27 soft little pops and then 27 big booms from the blacksmith shop. Let me hook up the electric zero over here and we'll be ready. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I want these 2 to go together, top and bottom.
All right, Jason's about to hook up the zero. 30 holes?
30 holes.
Awesome. And I heard you saying that 27 of them are all going to go sequentially?
Correct.
And somewhere in there you have 2s? 2 tied together?
Yeah, I think I have 3 sets of 2, which give us 27 little pops. You'll hear the little pops go.
All right. I'm going to push the equipment out and I'll be in the blacksmith shop.
Okay, I will see you shortly.
Roger.
You ready, Harry?
I'm ready.
Okay. Let me unshunt these.
Those lenses are dirty.
Mining. Filming and mining don't
It's hard.
do well together.
No, it's very hard.
Okay, here, will you double film for me?
I can double fist, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right, we're gonna try one of these batteries that is dead. Let's see if there's enough juice in here. Ready?
Yep.
I need more.
Dude! Wow.
Nothing coming down on top of us. Wow, that is such a powerful explosion. There were 2-foot holes filled with 18 inches of ammo, and the whole mountain shook on every shot. What'd you think of that?
I don't think I was ready to record that in my brain. It was just like bam, 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 bam. It was fast.
The zero was quieter than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I think because we're far enough down the drift now.
Yeah.
And I put it under a rock. But
All I
that
can
was
say
something.
is, wow.
That was something. That was impressive.
I didn't prepare to think of anything for this point.
I know. I need to connect the battery and see what happens.
It was the last shot of the year, too.
Last shot of the year. They all went. I mean, you heard all of them.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. All right.
Let's get out of here and go do what we need to do.
Yeah, get the compressor hooked up. We'll come back and check on it tomorrow. We think it's cold enough that the gases are going to be going up. So we're going to go back and look. Don't do this at home. Let's see what we can see here. Oh, no gases in the corner.
I foresee this being a teaser.
Yeah, this is where the camera fades to black and say to be continued, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, here it is right here, look at that. That's wild. Oh, I'm not even getting it. Camera's pointing the wrong way. Yeah. Ah, it's coming fast.
No, time to
Retreat!
go. Retreat.
I guess it's not cold enough.
Just cold enough. Going this way.
Oh wow, look at it. Yeah, look at that.
That's spectacular, actually.
Just envelops the whole track. We need more light. Aziz, lights!
Sorry, battery's dead.
Wow, that's cool. Slowly but surely. Like a ghost, man. All right. It is the last day of the season. It's the last time I will see this view for about 10 months. But we're not here to look at views today. We've got the blacksmith shop all cleaned out. All the tools are heading down. Let's go look at that last shot we did yesterday and see what it looks like. Holy goodness, look at the pile of muck back there.
Oh, man.
Holy cow. Ah, just a little 2-foot round.
You know what I'm gonna say, right?
What are you gonna say?
That's next year's problem for the boys.
That's right.
We got them a pile of muck, didn't we?
We got everything set for you guys.
We did that last year.
Yeah, we did. Thinking we'd do it. All right, well, if you want a job next year, put an email address down below. Email us, but there's your first job right at the end of the drift here.
I need someone to scale and muck.
Someone to scale and muck. Everything looks like it stayed right back where it wanted to. Shot off against the back wall there. The face.
Yeah, that's a next year's scaling problem.
Yeah, we're just looking at this point.
That's our pillar.
Is that? Check this big one on your left here. It's got a big crack on it.
Oh, that's too much effort right now.
You're on the left. This big slab in here.
Oh, this guy?
Yeah.
You want to walk right past?
Yeah. See that one? Gonna go.
It will, eventually.
If it's in there, that's fine. I just didn't want you to get too far in there. It's good. It's good. It's good.
Just an ankle with the fall, that's all. You're still solid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good ground.
That ain't.
Nope.
That would hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Scaling.
I love this thing, man.
Toothpick.
Yeah, I gotta make a couple of these. Elliot says that everybody wants to watch us wash the quartz table.
Okay, here we go. This is your ASMR power washing or whatever it is. Okay.
Looks like everything broke.
Yeah.
Maybe that one.
A couple there didn't go so well, but right along that slip.
Wow.
Oh, good news and bad news, I guess.
Well, there's still a vein there. It's not pinching, but it is pinched over there.
Yeah, it's pretty narrow, but it looks like it's getting bigger the farther up you go.
I'd be happy with that shot.
Exploration.
Exploration. What was that you were saying up at Al's mine, the gold cord? You were saying old timers didn't know what was going to happen after each round. Every round was, every shot was going to be like you know,
Like a new adventure.
new
type of-
adventure.
Yeah.
You didn't know what was going to happen. You didn't know where the vein was going to go. You didn't know if it was going to pinch
Yeah.
or get bigger or
No drilling data, no nothing.
nothing.
Mining was their exploration.
Yeah, we're doing it today.
Well, that's the upper plate where you can see it, right?
Yep.
Our vein's pretty narrow in here. We definitely have some widening going up dip. And there's some interesting looking stuff on this slick that looks like tellurides. All this gray stuff here, all along here, but we're not seeing any free gold. And the vein's pretty narrow, so it's not real obvious here what's happening or what we're gonna do. We definitely, it's not mineable width, that's for darn sure. So if we're gonna take a couple of more rounds up, we will probably just waste all of it and then see what it does another 6, 8, 10 feet up there.
This pyrite looks really out of place right there.
Can you scale that piece off of there?
Oh yeah.
See what that looks like. That's
Loop in my pocket.
too tight in here.
Yeah, there's a shorter toothpick up on the stope up top. Get that guy.
Almost like it's already crumbled.
Yeah, like it was before the blast, right?
Yeah.
Well, if there's red oxidized lines, then we know it was already fractured.
That looks pretty
Sulfides.
unoxidized.
There's a little bit of chalco in there. Chalcopyrite.
Nice hit the lightning
I
course.
heard someone call it chalcopyrite. That didn't sound right to me, but maybe that's how you say it.
No, calco.
I'm saying chalcopyrite.
Calco.
A little bit of green in there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, lots of chalcopyrite. That's an indicator for us up top.
Yeah.
Stope.
Yeah, it is. Let me wash this off.
That's true. The layering pocket somewhere in the vicinity of the vein.
Broke up. Nice pyrite. Not pyrite. Sulfides. Pyrite, chalcopyrite. Yeah, that's actually pretty interesting going that way, huh?
Yeah.
As you can see, let me go back. Well, actually, the vein is real nice here. Then it pinched down pretty much all the waist, and then it's starting to bloom out over by Harry. So there's something interesting going on here. I'm not sure what it is. I might take a couple assays of this and see if there's any residual gold on it. But it's not a big old pocket like we hoped.
Sliding left, right.
Yeah.
This. And just look at the way the mountains are here, where you got these layers of faults, right?
Yep.
Something that's slipping like this, or it's slipping like that.
Moving one way or the other.
Doesn't look like it's gone, real far. But what's interesting is on this, this kind of has looks like a different direction.
Well, it looks like the footwall is going down,
Yeah.
which means the vein is widening out on all the way across that face. So that's what we want. I want the vein to widen out. We've been having a heck of a time with this new strap rail because the wheels are cheap and they keep breaking off their little axle thing here. But the strap rail has started to machine essentially the steel on the wheels. And these wheels are super thin metal, and when you run on that edge of the strap rail, it just cuts right into them and machines them off. So we've got to find a better wheel solution because this isn't working. My wheels! I need massive wheel help. Look at that, it just machined right off. This one's falling apart. I gotta redo that one. If anybody wants to help me out making wheels, send me an email down at this address. We need wheel help. I'd appreciate it if you guys could help me out. I can give you all the dimensions and everything through email. Help us out for next year because this is not working. We can't move all our ore if our wheels don't work. All right, it's the last hour of the last day of season 3 up here at the mine. I've got the truck all loaded with ore and I'm ready to head out of here. But before I do, I wanted to get some samples here of this vein to send them in for assay so we can get some kind of idea what we have in the Martin drift here. So, not the correct hammer, but I've got an empty milk jug with the bottom cut off, and I'm just gonna try and chip along the vein as best I can, getting a representative sample. Ideally, you'd have a strip from the hanging wall all the way to the footwall, but that's just not really possible for me right now, and I just need to get some rock in this bucket. So I'm just going to go along and chip away what I can. It's kind of halfway easy, and try and make it as representative as I can. Got our milk jug most of the way full. Ziploc bag. About a gallon, half a gallon, somewhere in there is usually pretty good. I'll label this Martin #1. I'll put a little pink line of spray paint there. Martin #1. And we go from there. Where do I go? To about here. #1. #1. I'll get a couple more. We'll send them in for assay. All right, well, Harry and I are demobbing for the year. And we found some things that are kind of unusual. I'll show you. Right out here by the portal, we found this rock sitting here. Nice piece of ore, nice piece of Mount Baker lightning quartz. None of us put it there. Sitting right here by the portal and the escapeway. And so we think someone has been in here diddling with our stuff, which is irritating. Let me show you another piece of evidence. Here is our second piece of evidence. Someone was in here. Nobody in the mine eats sunflower seeds. And it's not a rat or anything because there's no sunflowers around here. So I think someone was laying up in here trying to get a look at the face, laying down over this ledge, and all the seeds fell out of the pocket right here in the ground. So that's the second time in the last 2 years that we've been broken into. Someone's come in, they're poking around looking for stuff. Guys, I know that it's pretty exciting and everybody wants to come and check out the mine. If you know where it is, please stay out. It's dangerous. I don't want anybody to get hurt. It could ruin it for everybody. And the thing that these guys don't know, these sunflower seed guys, is I've got 5 cameras around the mine, and now I can at least recognize them if I see them again around the area. So don't come in the mine. Stay out of the mine. Stay out, stay alive. And if you do come in, I'm gonna get you on camera. All right, the mine is getting shut for the last time this season. We are all done. Till next year. But the mining is only half the story. Now I get to go down and mill some of this stuff up and get some gold. So stay tuned for those videos coming up, you guys. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you on the next video. On today's video, we're making gold coins for the 2nd year in a row. What do you think? Is this gonna work?
Oh, we're melting gold, right?
Yeah. Easy peasy. First one. It's a beauty.